Hey, it's Joel Anderson from Montgomery, Alabama.
And Barbara Barach from New Orleans.
Barach? I thought it was Barach.
I promise you it's Barach.
Okay, Barach it is. No, I'm just kidding. What we want to do today is we just wanted to share our unique Shop to Earth story with all of you. This is my mom, Barbara, and I just met Barbara about 1.5 years ago. She had given me up for adoption, and I was adopted by this wonderful family, Talmadge and Rose Anderson, and had such a wonderful life growing up. But like I said, 1.5 years ago, Barbara and I reunited.
And it's been pretty incredible, I tell you. I never thought I'd have the opportunity to have Joel in my life. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it has been an incredible story. Tell you what had happened is, being a father of 4, I wanted to look at medical history. I'm concerned about what medical problem may be running in my family, so I figured you can find anything on the internet. So I started searching the internet, looking for medical history, and in doing so, I found these couple adoption registry websites, and I registered at some of these websites.
Yeah, I learned about the adoption registries back in the late 80s, and every year on Joel's birthday I would go search and see if I could find him, and finally in 2008, there he was.
Yeah, it took you 9 months to reply.
Well, it took me 9 months to have you. I figured I could take 9 months to write up that reply to you. And besides, it took you 9 days to reply to my reply.
Yeah, you're right, it did. Well, you know, when I was looking for medical records, you know, I really wasn't looking for them. Didn't know I was going to find a mom out of it. And you know, I'm trying to find a medical history, and so, and again, you know, having the family that I had, that's still a very big part of our lives. You know, the last thing I want to do is cause some kind of hurt or strain on my family. So it was a very tough, you know, it was an emotional 9 days as I went through that period. But I needed to tell you something, and I remembered you sent that reply right before Christmas, and it was Christmas Eve, and I just felt that I needed to tell you that thank you. And you know, a lot of people had, you know, you had a choice, and a lot of people don't make those choices, and you made the hard one. You know, you made the choice to go 9 months and carry that baby and give him a chance in life. And at that time, we didn't know it was you. We didn't know we were who we were, but I still needed to email you and tell you thank you and for giving me or giving another child a chance and giving us the gift of life.
Well, I have to tell you, I got Joel's email on Christmas Eve, and it was the best Christmas present I could ever have. And it was really nice that I was finally going to be able to be blessed to take advantage of the gift that I gave him.
Yeah, and then after that, of course, the events after that were the story of itself, you know, and all the legal process we went through, and trying to get the adoption records open, and you know, trying to get birth records, and it was really a strenuous time.
Very frustrating.
Very frustrating, yeah. And you know, all I knew is that my mom was from Louisiana, and she gave birth in Jackson, Mississippi, and you know, of course, I knew my birthday, so you know, and even though that all those fit you. You know, I just figured there were many women that came from Louisiana up to Jackson, Mississippi on February 18th of that year and gave birth and gave them all up for adoption. I mean, what really were the chances, right?
A very common occurrence, you know. But the more we communicated, the more we realized how much we had in common. And then I sent the pictures to Joel, and he immediately saw the resemblance and everything. And I was a little more guarded, though, because I had locked him away in my heart a long time ago, and I was really wanted to be sure that 100% that it was him before I let him out again. And so.
Right. And I remember those pictures. You know, my wife Katie, it was just so funny because she'll get the pictures and she'll start snatching off pictures off the wall and going through photo albums, pulling out photos and saying, look at here, and she's comparing our children and me and to all different photos that she was sending. And it was just really incredible, you know, the family resemblance, and saw it immediately, Katie especially, and then of course we decided to do the DNA test, and I realized at that point I haven't informed my parents of what was going on. I haven't informed that we communicated, and I thought that I found you. And I remember that trip to go see them that weekend, and when I told them, they were so supportive and asking how can they help, what can they do, you know, and to help out. And at that time I remember my mother saying that she needed to tell me a story, and of course the story was when they came to pick me up from adoption, I was laying there in the bed with this little outfit on, and she had said that they had saved that outfit all those years, and it was just they had stored it and put it in a shadow box, and they had it preserved just like it was the day that I wore it, the day they picked me up. And then she said that my biological mother had bought that outfit for me to wear when I was picked up at the adoption agency.
Yeah, I have to say, I had blocked a lot of memories from that period of my life, and when Joel mentioned the outfit, it was like this bolt of lightning hit me, and all of a sudden I saw myself there in the store buying that outfit, and it was like, oh wow, you are my son. So I emailed him immediately and said, forget the DNA test, you're my son.
Yeah, and that was funny because, here, it all of a sudden hit you, and it wasn't the fact that, that I was born in Mississippi, in Jackson, on this date. It wasn't the fact that you was from Louisiana. It wasn't the fact that we resembled so much, and we had so much in common in our thoughts and our actions. And it was a daggum outfit that convinced you.
Don't you know, Joel? It's all about the clothes. Anyway, our reunion's really been blessed. Joel's parents are wonderful. They've welcomed me with open arms, and they've been very thankful to me for giving them a son to raise, and I've been very thankful to them for doing such a great job with our son. So It's been awesome. And now I have Katie and my grandkids. I mean, gosh, life doesn't get any better than this.
Well, after all that, I've been able to bond with the rest of my family, and I've got such a wonderful family out there, and meeting grandmothers and meeting my sister Sahara, who's in our business, and I've also met other cousins and aunts and uncles, and just a whole nother family. And then shortly after, I've been able to reunite with my biological father, and been able to meet all my two brothers, Danny and Joey, and my sister Mandy, and just being all those aunts and uncles, because I've been all their lives, and it's the way and everybody just accepted me in open arms, and it's just been the whole time. It's like we've always been together, from day one.
It's been incredible.
The connection was there all along, so it was just incredible.
It is. Anyway, soon after we met, though, it was really cool because Joel invited me to go to his parents' house to meet them. And so we spent the whole weekend looking at pictures, crying the whole time just about, and hearing stories about Joel growing up. And I really got to experience, some of what they experienced, with him growing up and everything. And Joel's parents are so welcome and so really just warm and just so appreciative. And it's just like all of a sudden I have this fantastic family, And I also got invited to Joel's grandparents' house, grandmother's birthday, and it was incredible. It was incredible. His mom came and introduced me to everybody. I got to meet all his aunts and uncles and cousins and everybody that grew up with him, and that's important in his life.
Right. And in a few months before I met you, Barbara, I remember, I got started. I had a friend, Gary Kaufman. He introduced me to this wonderful thing called Shopped Earth. And I started building my business, and my wife and Katie, we really were excited about this Shop to Earth business.
And it's really funny because when I first started communicating with Joel, he kept mentioning that he had a home-based business, and I'm an entrepreneur, so I kept saying, well, what it's about, and he wouldn't tell me. And I kept pestering him, trying to get him to tell me what it was about. And so finally he says, well, look, I don't want people to think that I connected with you just to offer you a business opportunity. So for his birthday, about a month after we met, it was the first time I could celebrate his birthday. So I went up to his house, and while I was there, I stole his business card. When I came back, I showed the business to my husband and my daughter, Sahar, and Sahar and I clicked on Join Now, and the rest is history.
That's right. There's nothing like waking up the next morning. Every morning I wake up and I go to my Shop to Earth website, and I start clicking and seeing how many, and seeing what, if anything changed in my business, and it was just so exciting every morning to wake up the first thing, and I woke, and I had 2 new brokers started my business, and I looked, and it was you and Sahara that started in my business. That was really incredible. So, and I had never even showed you the business opportunity. That's the funny part. But I guess I refused to show it to you. So, but
it was funny. Because even after we started, Joel was kind of reluctant to really kind of start showing things to us, but we did start building the business together. And it wasn't until we finally made the decision in January of this year, 2010, to go to the next step that really launched us. And that's when we decided that it was time to get serious.
Yeah, you're right. The next step was the starting point of our business. You know, when we went there, that was our first national event together.
Yeah, it was fun.
And it was a lot of fun. It's been able to spend that time together. But we also, since then, gone to CPW, Leadership Boot Camp, and now in Michigan. And I see, we really made that commitment, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
We committed to go to every national event and every seminar, and that's when our business really started exploding when we started going to those events.
Yep, it sure did, and that's really why we believe in Shop to Earth. If you can find anything on the internet, and we know how powerful the internet is and how much it's changed our life.
It's been an incredible opportunity. Thank you, Shop to Earth.
Thank you, Shop to Earth. It's been fun.
It has been great. Now we get to build a business together.
Life doesn't get any better than that.
No, it doesn't. Thank you all.